Hello, World Wide Web. This is Laz from Last Has with a capital T, bringing space engineers today. Space engineers, and a basic game synopsis little thing, is that you're a space engineer. More or less is the title. You build ships you can destroy. From this little video playing in the background, you can destroy things. It's very physics-based. Is the thing, is that there's a lot of physics involved and all sorts of other things. So I'm just going to kind of create, there's two different worlds. A custom world is pretty much just create it yourself. This is one of the best games if you are very physics driven in this whole space thing. You can build with the various stuff that you're given. You can destroy, you can create your own ships, you can pretty much just create whatever. When the easy start brings up, it'll bring up the three little ships that come with this. Is the miner, fighter, and the explorer. And there will be this big ship, which I usually call the cruise ship. And then there's actually going to be the station kind of docked inside the meteor or asteroid itself. And there's two modes to this. There's the creative mode and the survival mode. I'm going to be playing on creative mode because it's a lot easier to deal with. But with survival mode, how you start out is you're given these four tools: a drill, a gun, a welder, and a grinder. The gun is usually used for multiplayer, just to kind of mess around with your friends. The welder is used to repair blocks that you've placed or that are damaged. The grinder is to destroy blocks and pick up their items that they use, like steel plates and things. And the hand drill is to use to drill into the asteroids in order to get the minerals that are there. This loading screen is taking forever. So I'm just going to jump until I get into the game. Alright, so it's loaded up and everything's going, and this is actually the default for quick setting, which over here, the basic controls movement are WASD and the mouse for when you're on land. You'll see what I mean by that in a second. Here's the alpha ship. It's a much bigger ship than those over there, the fighter, the miner, and the constructor. That was the other one. And if you look up at these little green arrow things, you'll notice that they're pointing in the various ways, and if you kind of follow that, you'll get this little bracket thing about here and the distance to it from you to it. And the blue antenna, way over there, it's that little blue, the really big blue ship, Relativity. So the main source of power is uranium. Now, how you get uranium is you mine it. Now, you can jump in this game like every other game, and you can kind of crouch and things, but the third person mode, it does actually have a nice little model with it. If I come up from crouching, it actually bends to you. Kind of crouching there. And if you look down, you can actually see your feet, which are really cool. It's very rare in these. Over here you have your protection, and you have your the assembler and the pipes. Now these pipes will actually transfer raw ores and minerals and various other things, but I'm actually going to get into the basics of how to fly and construct in this episode. So how you fly is, first off, you have to get up to the ship, which can be a challenge in and of itself. How you activate the jetpack is through X, and then you use space to go up, C to go down. And you're thinking, oh, that's not bad, you'll stay in the same plane. Wrong. This thing, even if you move your mouse wrong, you are in a different plane. And I'm upside down. I didn't even press any keys. And then you have Q to orient yourself back around. So if you kind of see here, you have a central pivot point. It is very dizzying. You can go forward, you can go backwards, left, right. You have a jetpack on your front to slow you down, sort of thing. And over in the lower left corner, you have the status of how you all are. If I wasn't in creative mode, my health would go down if I hit the ground too hard because of the gravity. Your jetpack, and then you have dampeners, which stops your inertia. So if I turn inertia dampeners off, I can just go forever in this. Press it on, come to a stop. Keep going the other way, and then and stop. So it pretty much just kind of stops you so you're not too disoriented. And the other thing is that you can just circulate around. And oh boy, now the fun part, getting into things. So for this ship, you have your basic little cockpit right here. You have a couple thrusters on the front, then you have these mining tips, which look very strange for mining. But anyway, what you do is you go up until you see this yellow box thing, press T, and to turn the reactors on or off, press Y. Like Y is that key. And it will turn the small uranium reactor on. You rotate with the mouse, and then it's the same basic controls as walking, except for there's a few differences. In order to activate the drills, you have to bring them down to your toolbar, and then you can toggle them on or off using that. And then that's the ore detector, which actually brings up this that HUD that says iron is 30 meters away. That's what does that. So if I hit that ship, but its reactors are on, so it's not going to fly away. So I turn these on. Ship loses a little bit of control, but now what I do is if I go straight to this asteroid, I can dig. I can totally dig that. So you just kind of dig about. Usually you'll get iron things. I'm going to turn those off. It actually makes an indent, and this works anywhere. Oh, that's disorienting yet again. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of this ship. So how to normally land? We're on. So how I normally land is I match my axis of rotation to be the same of whatever I'm landing on. Then I press C after I level out. Press C until down in the very lower left it says landing gear. Oh, this isn't landing gear. Usually it has landing gear, and to park you press P. Turn on your lights is L, like everything else. Turn off the reactors and hop out. And you usually come out with your jetpack on. And one cool thing is that since we're on a base, and if I run over here, you'll see this control chair. This is actually the control 2 chair, which automatically puts you into third person mode and lets you scroll out. So if you saw how big that ship was, that is the Red Alpha. Now if I go to G, you'll see we have Gatling turrets, grinders, various other things, very fun stuff to play with. If I go over to, let's see, there's the landing gear. Where is the gravity generator? Let's increased acceleration. If I grab the gravity generator again and put decrease, press G, you'll see that the gravity is currently 2.0. It's over on the left hand side. And if I press 1, no, if I press 2, because it's already increased max, is that it goes down by 0.10. And so now I can sort of get a weak anti-gravity going on, but same gravity. You can actually get the gravity to be repulsive. It's really cool. So if I just kind of hop out of there. Now, some of the basics is that it does require anything in this, any kind of power is either solar or uranium. The uranium's kind of hard to find. So go here where the constructor actually has a landing gear. Nope, too far. Controlling is quite hard in this game. Press T. Ship's on. Alright. So I kind of... This one's slower, as you can tell. So you can go over here. You can actually destroy this ship, but I'm going to choose not to. I'm going to land right next to it. Show you the relative size of everything. So if we go like this, rotate this way, press C until the landing gears, the in-proximity, there it is. Press P, and it will be locked. Turn off the reactors. Reactor, pop out. Then I jump down. Turn this way. You can see things are very sometimes not to scale. But something cool I like to do with this map is if I find the door, you can actually fly the ship. Relatively easy. So if I kind of, where it's easier to get lost in larger ships. Up here, this is the second one. This will put you in third person. But there's actually another control station up here, which is Flight Seat. That's what it's called. And it lets you look through the seat in first person. So you guys see, there's this giant glass dome. So I come over here, press T. I'm now sitting in the chair. Press B, third person mode. Let's just kind of scoot away so we don't hurt much. Rotate and go for it. This thing is relatively slow because it has a lot more mass than you or those little ships to move around. So if I go up to the blue antenna, this is so slowly rotating. Go up to this blue antenna, I'll show you the demonstrations. What I can do is I can turn off the dampeners and just ram into it. So I go here, alright, I'm pointing directly at it. And you notice my speed is increasing a lot more and a lot quicker. No dampeners, no time to slow down. No need to slow down if I don't need dampeners off. So I'll keep speeding up more and more, and I'll keep, if I let go, I'll keep going the same speed. So it's a good way to get around the galaxy. So if I just kind of bail right now, oh boy, not good. If I bail, turn on my jetpack and launch, and crash. Down goes the blue. That's why it's yeah, they're going much faster than me. So that control seat is more than likely destroyed beyond bits, so I can't use that. But what I'll do is I'm gonna actually create a small ship in order to show you guys how it all works. So first thing you do is you press G in open space, and you go down here and you can have the option to start a large ship, small ship, or a station. I showed you also I'm going to just start a small ship. And this is where it gets interesting. Building isn't like Minecraft, isn't like Terraria, isn't like Starbound, isn't like anything else. That little box in the upper right corner is some of the most confusing things to read. See, I can just sit here, and it's rotating because I'm rotating. But what you can do is you can use various controls, and you can kind of level it if you're lucky. You know, there's an end, it's that way. That's where. Okay, cool. Something semi-straight. And then what you can do is you start with a basic armor block. And the cool thing is that it's got control. Control lets you do lines, not cocaine lines. I'm just gonna build a small ship here. Bring it out to here. And then shift, if I can get it to work. I haven't been able to get it to work a lot. Shift, click. Oh goodness. Control. There it is. Okay, so let's make it go this way. Whatever. Do what you want, game. There. That. Control. I'll come back to you when I actually have a small ship finished, or just this little platform done. Alright, I'm back. I've got this tiny ship, and if you thought building on a flat surface was hard, I had to build while it was rotating, because I accidentally hit it and I didn't even realize it. Now it's rotating off into space. Incredibly slow, but still rotating. So I'm going to try and stop this rotation by the first part is you're going to need thrusters. And if I can go, there we are. So if I can just kind of use this as a way, you're going to want thrusters in all 6 dimensions, no, degrees. You're going to want some on the bottom. Nope. Yeah, that's what I did. I bumped into it. No, don't go away, mister. Yeah. Controls. So if I rotate this the other way, put a few here. Okay, that works. And then 1 or 2 here. Yeah. So I'll just kind of use the rotation of this to help me build along this way. And then put 1 there. 1 there. And actually, I need some facing straight up. Because I have no way to go down if I don't have some facing straight up. Interesting point. Second thing it needs is a cockpit, but since it's a tiny ship, yeah, you're stuck with the first tier of them. So if I put that there, the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need some reactors. So I'm just going to, hey, it kicks to life. Put some there, and it locks rotation automatically because by default they're on and dampeners are on as well. Now to rotate the ship by your control, you're going to need some gyroscopes. If I just kind of fling myself around so I seem like it's relatively normal. Okay, nope, come back. Alright, so if I put a gyroscope here, there, I should have the very basics to be able to go in and quickly rotate. So now what I can do is if I go to the platform, turn off the dampeners, and I'll speed up rather quickly. I quickly made a ship, and it's ready to go. I just kind of keep it here around 47 meters per second. And if you watch the 2 little thrusters at the bottom, when I kick on the dampers, it actually pushes the other way to get me out. Well, not get me out, but you know what I mean, to stop itself. So I also have landing gear here on the bottom. You can have as many as you want. This game, some of the builds people make are insane. But also, some of the other things you can get is, let's just put maybe spherical. Let's just put a gravity generator on here. Gravity generators are fun. It's sad it's not available. Let's put a large thruster on here. Yeah, because of course it's half my ship size. Why wouldn't it be? So yep, there's 1. Now I should be able to speed really good. speedy across this galaxy. Alright, let's press 0. Yeah, well, going. And let's try it out. Let's go here. Yeah, my power usage is overload, but oh well. I go fast. And try and slow down. Which I'm not. Good, I did slow down in time. So if we just kind of crash into here at full speed, you'll notice that as soon as the cockpit's destroyed, it's pushed out. But it's an excellent time to show everything else. The grinder, and also show the welder as well. So the welder, what it's mainly used for is if you get inside of a block, you can use it to repair it. And eventually you can just repair an entire ship like this. But on the other hand, you have the grinder. Well, what the grinder does is it takes whatever that material is that you used, puts it back in your inventory, or put it in a ship, puts it in a cargo bag. But you can destroy blocks like that. Not gonna even try. But that's the basics of everything. Is that depending on the size that it is, depends on how much it needs. So, of course, a small ship uses more metal or less metal than, say, a large ship, and a large ship uses a whole lot less metal than a base. But you can get as extensive or creative or explosives if you want. There's even weapons like Gatling guns and rockets and all sorts of other stuff in this game. It's a very fun game. If you ever want to play it, there's also multiplayer servers, which you and your friends can make these crazy ships and have giant battles where one can grind the other before the other explodes and all sorts of fun stuff. It's still in heavy development, which I like to see in games like this, because if it's already here and it's still in development, then that just means it's going to get a lot cooler before it's done. But I think that's all for this little episode or insight, and I'm gonna sign off now. See you later.